tail makes you small, and the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all.
Who cruise and swing so successfully in tight slacks. We are two wild and crazy guys. Foxes!
That part you'd never follow us out here. Dr. Ringo. Still thinking, kid. Yellowlegs done got his plane staked out. Well, we could set up our own little republic like that Edward started to down in Texas. You know, the Republic of Fredonia? All this land out here just a waiting. Look how you look in that uniform with all that gold braid. Oh, you the kind of trigger-happy young fella I can use. You know, sir, I'd make you my military aide. Then we'd start making up a lot of laws, but not one of them would apply to us.
You don't know. Never
I'll
did.
tell you something. There's money in a thing like this. If it's run right. But we gotta start first with that bank back in Gila City.
Turkey, don't you ever shut up. You nag like an old woman.
I love the way you wear that hat. You don't know nothing.
God damn, I could play all day with that guy.
I believe you could, too. I believe you could.
That's good.
Yeah, very good, sir.
God damn, you play a mean banjo. I don't think you understood me. I want to get some drivers, drive this car, that car, down to Ainsley. Drivers, you understand? I'm not getting driver, brother. Oh, driver, darling. Look at this. Look back over back, man.
We'd start making up a lot of laws, but not one of them would apply to us.
Well, now, never
I'll
did.
tell you something. There's money in a thing like this. If it's run right. But we gotta start first with that bank back in Gila City.
There's a long and storied suggestion that, in fact, the two are somehow linked. That is, madness and unique intelligence or abilities. What's the history, and is it provable?
Well, it certainly is a long history. I mean, long before the Greeks, the observation was made that people, particularly in the arts, had a higher rate of madness and melancholia. And people wrote about it extensively, talked about it, philosophers did, the old psychology observers. But what's been shown is speculation, people make observations, people studied it somewhat, but it's only been in the recent years, in the last 20 or 30 years, where people have really looked at it systematically. And the answer is very quickly is yes, there's a tremendous background and about 20 or 30 studies now showing that. A wide variety of different kinds of studies showing particularly elevated rate of mood disorders.
So
Felt a cleaving in my mind as if my brain had split. I tried to match it scene by scene, but could not make it fit. The thought behind I strove to join until the thought before, but sequence raveled out of sound, like balls upon a floor.
So I say, well, everyone's not creative, and everybody goes, oh, that's terrible. It's like, it's not so terrible. It's not self-evident that you would curse someone with high levels of creativity. First of all, you have to be pretty damn smart to be creative, because you have to have these divergent thinking capabilities, and that's part of your trait structure. And thinking about here is that don't be thinking that creativity is such a good thing. It's a high-risk, high-return strategy. So if you're creative, you just try this. There's creative people in this room, man. You guys are going to have a hell of a time monetizing your creativity. If it's really novel, you have to tell people what the hell the thing is. No one knows what that is, and that's a real problem. If you write a book, well, then you have the problem that another million people have also written a book. But if you produce something that's completely new and doesn't have a category, people can't search for it online. How are they going to find it? So maybe you go and you find a venture capitalist. We start with family and friends, because that's how it works. You raise money for your product. You raise money from your family and friends. That's assuming you have family and friends that have some money and that they're going to give it to you. And most people aren't in that situation. So it's a terrible barrier right off the bat. And then, of course, you're putting your family and friends at substantial financial risk, because the probability that your stupid idea is going to make money is virtually zero, even if it's a really brilliant idea. There's a lot of creative people going, but also they don't really have much choice in it, because if you're a creative person, you're like a fruit tree that's bearing fruit. You can suppress it, but it's very bad for you. You know, the creative people I've worked with is if they're not creative, they're miserable, so they have to do it. You know, there's real joy and pleasure in it and psychological utility, but it's certainly not a conservative strategy for moving. So I say, well, everyone's not creative, and everybody goes, oh, that's terrible. It's like, it's not so terrible. It's not self-evident that you would curse someone with high levels of creativity. First of all, you have to be pretty damn smart to be creative, because you have to have these divergent thinking capabilities, and that's part of your trait structure. It's not self-evident that you would curse someone with high levels of creativity.
You weren't your mama's only son, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry.
Be pretty damn smart to be creative, because you have to have these divergent thinking capabilities, and that's part of your trait structure.